Hey guys, this is the Wiggle story, a story that I wrote to teach vibrato. So once upon a time, long ago, just yesterday, there was a little boy who couldn't sit still. He wiggled so much that sometimes he wiggled right out of his shoes. One day, he had the wiggles so bad that he thought he could get them out by jumping on the bed. Of course, he was eventually called by his mother, who yelled at him and told him to go to his friend's house to see if his friend could play. The little boy walked down the big hill and then knocked on his friend's door. The little boy's friend Jack opened the door and he said, "I can't play. I got in trouble for jumping on the bed." Shut the door. And the little boy sighed and headed home. On the way home, the little boy spotted a soda can on the ground. He kicked it up the hill, and then it would roll back down. He kicked it up the hill, and then it would roll back down. He kicked it up the hill, and it would roll back down. He did this until he got hungry and then decided to head home for lunch. After lunch, the little boy decided to play his slide whistle. It was starting to sound just like the Star Wars theme when his mother yelled from the kitchen, "Can't you hear I'm on the phone with your auntie?" The little boy tried to play quietly. Until his mother popped her head into the room, eyes wide, fangs exposed. And she says, "Can you find something quiet to do?" So he sat on the floor and he tried really hard to sit still and be quiet. But slowly, his hand began to twitch. He couldn't help it. The next thing he knew, his thumb and his index finger snapped together. And his fingers began to wiggle and wiggle more and wiggle and wiggle. And wiggle in all the strangest ways that you could possibly imagine. And then his mother popped her head back into the room because he was just a little too quiet and said, "What are you doing? Why don't you find something productive to do? You could make your bed." So off he went to his room to make his bed. He went to grab a sheet, but his left hand started to wiggle. Slowly at first, and then faster, and faster, and then his right hand got involved. It did the same thing. And then his left foot started to wiggle. And then his right foot. And his wiggly feet wiggled him right out of his bedroom, down into the living room, and right in front of the television, where, miraculously, the wiggling stopped, and where he sat frozen until the end of his days. The end.